Hello, ChatGPT. Yes. Yeah, let's start with today's conversation. I think I at first I became to have this kind of dream to move abroad and especially study in the UK, more specifically in University of Manchester or Manchester, I mean University of Leeds or University of Bristol. But nowadays I'm really under this serious question about because University of Manchester is approximately twice as expensive as Leeds, so I will barely survive in Manchester. And the pound the pound exchange rate is still soaring, and a lot of money goes toward tuition fee, approximately 60%. So yeah, to make matters worse, the job opportunities in the UK, especially in the field of engineering, mechanical engineering field, seems to be getting worse over and over in the future. So I think it's really hard hard for me to adjust. Yeah, but at first I expect myself to struggle, but I'll adjust over time. Yeah, I hope so. And actually, I've worked for LG Electronics for about 4 years, so I had a lot of chances to go abroad for business trip. So I've been through a year period of experience for business trip in total, including life in Mexico. So I was able to expand my perspective and my thought about. I mean, thought. I was able to expand how I see myself in that day. So I think it was really good turning point and really good singular point for my entire life because I became more careful and more thoughtful for myself. What is more important for me, for my happiness and for my future. So I yeah, at that time I sincerely and I genuinely figured it out. What is really matters. What really matters for me. So I thought it. Yeah, I knew it was the um, living off road and having friends who have really different background from me. So I think that was really interesting and exciting sometimes because I can be taught many things from them. They always treat themselves life as really precious one, and um, but the thing is they were likely to be real. They were likely to really focus too much on their performance in companies or in somewhere they can be taught. They can be given any marks or points. So I think that was really tempting and that was really attractive to me. Yeah. So yeah, that's when I had to. That's when I realized it's really important to see myself and taking time for me and taking time myself. It was really really good point. That's when I realized that.
All right, let's sprinkle some clarity on this. First, I became to have this dream. Try, I started to have this dream, or I developed this dream. I'm really under this serious question about. A bit awkward. Say, I'm seriously questioning whether, or I'm struggling with the question of. I will barely survive in Manchester. You can say it'll be tough to afford living in Manchester. Over and over in the future. Just say in the future. Over and over is more repetitive action. I expect myself to struggle. I expect I'll struggle sounds more natural. I've been through a year period. I've spent about a year is smoother. I became more careful and subtle. Maybe I became more thoughtful and aware of what's important to me. And taking time myself, taking time for myself. Now onward. What's one thing you'd want to teach people from a different culture about your own?
Um, Actually, I've never thought about that so far. I
No.
can, I can say, I would say that is, don't just trace your, don't just trace budget or expense or something kind of money because yeah, having as much as possible, having money as much as possible is really really good and really beneficial probably, but I think relying too much on money can harm yourself. So yeah, I mean, money is not really wrong in itself, but um, it became a problem. Even it can be a problem when um, you keep you keep relying too much on money at all costs. You yeah, there are so many ways to earn money. So yeah, I know, but in the same way, in the middle in the middle of that process, you may really really get stressed out, and really you can lose really important thing to you in the middle of the process. So don't just trace money. Don't um don't try say every day money money money. Please don't do that.
That's quite a heartfelt message. Let's fine tune it a bit. I can't say, I would say works fine from the start. Relying too much on money can harm yourself, try can harm you, more natural. Money's not really wrong in itself. Money isn't inherently bad, has a nice ring. You may really get stressed out. You might get very stressed out, keeps it smooth. Don't try say every day money, money, money. Don't make your daily mantra money, money, money. Now let's switch gears. If you could design your ideal job, what would it look like and why?
Yeah, it should be a job that I can earn much money, and I can, yeah, that should be what I like to do. That should be at the same time, because now I trace my dream to study abroad and live abroad, so survive in the UK. That is my first goal. So yeah, I know it's really really struggling and really really extremely intense to survive. So that's why um I mean that's why I said I'll barely survive in the UK. So yeah, I know, but I can be used to that. I can be used to the circumstances, and I'll adjust over time. So overthinking is sometimes really harmful for me. So um, I'm not sure. It depends on the market prospect and um, job market and job opportunities in the future. Yeah, so yeah, of course I know that job markets in the UK is now frozen. So it's really hard. It seems really hard. So um, I'm not sure. It depends on probably gut.
All right, let's smooth out this